path of a righteous man is beset on all sides by the inequities of the selfish and the tyranny of evil men. Blessed is he who in the name of charity and goodwill shepherds the weak through the valley of darkness. For he is truly his brother's keeper and the finder of lost children. And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger for those who attempt to poison and destroy my brothers. And you will know my name is the Lord when I lay my vengeance upon thee. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it back. It's a little hoodlum, but I always been a classy act. If it ain't paying, then what's the point in laughing back? We move in silence, peace or violence, if it's that, it's that. Easy E and my boy Harlow got me sporting black on black. There I go, switching the flow of things like I control the scene. I hit my shoulder lean, they used to skip me and now they notice me. If you want my undivided, then you pay the open fee. Check the debt, I showed respect and now I feel it's owed to me. We bout action, I ain't known to speak, just putting over tea. I got a dream that my babies know respect the old of me. That's the difference being a king with just the look, we know the sheep. Life's a game to these cowards, when we see them you know it's beef. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it. When I'm sad, I be dreaming about 100 racks. I'm paper chasing, ain't no faking where them hundreds at. Said I'm gon' get it on the bad day, I know that's a fact. It ain't enough, so sure enough, no, we gon' run it, run it, run it back.
I don't care if you're on your deathbed and you're dying and it hurts and anything, you have to promise yourself before you get there that you are not going to go home a loser. I would rather die than acknowledge to myself that I'm that loser. There is nothing that I won't do. There's nothing that I won't do.
Boy, I gotta work. I'm a grizzly from the first. I'm the truest, watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Yeah. Said I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah. I've been prepping all week. I can see it in my sleep. Out here stepping as a legend. See these roads ain't for the weak. Yeah. If you saw how I see it, you would see an Everest peak. That's the goal for me to climb every time I go compete. And it's never out of reach. I don't need some dumb speech. I got me and that's enough. Trust your boy's a fucking beast. Boy, sow it till it reaps. You better dig deep. Cause if you don't, the past goes straight out the fucking eat. What was then is it now. You can see I made a vow. It's gonna take everything. You can hear the place pound. We built it from the ground. Want a monster, hear the sound. Yeah. Want a monster, here's the sound. Yeah. I'ma roll into the front. I'm the first to show up and the last to take my cuts. Oppenheimer blowing up. Let's go. You ain't here to work. Nah, blood, sweat, and tears a must if you plan to overcome. I gotta work. I'm a grizzly from the first. I'm the truest, watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Yeah. Said I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul. Yeah, you better search. Yeah. You think I want the limelight? You're reaching for a soundbite. We're reaching, teaching crowds that work is how to shine bright. I shed pounds and lift thousands. Sit down when we round. The beat now's a heat count on how cows can be silent. Riding in this bitch, I'm the type to see and lift. Got my team out, we don't stop until we see over the cliff. This a movement that is proven to be rocking. See, we rocking when the roller's in a pitch. Now we locked and try and stop us if you quick. And we caught you, now we're bopping with the drop. Tell me something I don't know. Working till my soul pops. I don't stop. Those minutes mean nothing on the clock. Grand entrance, grand closing. I'ma fold them in a box. Tell them all to go to church. You want it now, we want it worse. Yeah. On our shield and it works. I don't play, this is me on my Grizzly. See, I'm winning to the hearse drops. Come and visit, triple digits out here doing work. I'm my Grizzly from the first. I'm the truest, watch me prove it. Boy, I do this till it hurts. Boy, I gotta work. Said I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul, yeah, you better search. Yeah, work. Said I gotta work. Grizzly boy, back to work. Man, I got it from the dirt. Yeah, work. Boy, I gotta work. You don't got this in your soul, yeah, you better search.
And it's gonna take all of you. It's gonna take every ounce of your being, everything you got. And if you give it any less than everything you totally got, and you're not totally spent, you're not doing enough. And somehow, by some act of God, it has to be everything within you has to be able to go to the exercise you're doing and demand it.
Don't forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Don't forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget. Working up to that scene broken, stay scheming, we been working in deep waters, it gets murky. I G got these holsters, full double taps like rat-a-tat, tail whipping and all of that. Need a black like battle cat, buy an ounce and roll half of that. Men drive back to dry, if the label wanna sit down, gotta pull up with the knots. I ain't giving out no discount, gotta get it while it's hot. They finna fly, go be the top, it's the duo with the rock. We don't stick to routine, 100% we've been handling things. Get to the bag and he mean, sicker than COVID and bitch, I don't need a vaccine. Yeah, flat line, we killing shit, they cadavers. Can't no one do what we do, I got more bars than a tavern. They try to copy the gap. They praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town.
Fuck you forever, I'm doing better, I'm on a new endeavors, bullet shoot through your sweater, hit her with two Berettas, might give a loop for pleasure, we done been through some pressure, I can get too aggressive, it got no class, it's a new semester, I'm the new professor, school in session, shooting weapons, like it get too depressing, might need some new direction, if I run up in a high, might use protection, I spray up your ass stick, might pay for the casket, I piss in your ashes, bitches and headaches, go get me your aspirin, bitches be nagging, I'm an assassin, we get to clashing, you ain't not lasting, niggas be capping, I am the captain, off with his head, my niggas go clap him, yeah. Fuck the small talk, nigga, cut the check and let the wolves eat like with a supper red. And if it's disrespect, my niggas cut your neck like that.
They praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the money's what we never turning down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget, never forget. We're doing better now, the new endeavors now. The only number that I need is to my bank account. Forget, they praying but we never slowing down. Don't forget, the profits always came from out of town. Never forget.
Put an elevator in and renovate. I burn the building down just to celebrate. And I be pulling up, but it's hella late. Like, everybody wanna talk right now, and everybody wanna walk right now. And you ain't plugged the plug in with the outlet. Shot team, the dreaming, barely out yet. I be living for the vibe right now, and I ain't here for the lies right now. 3 a.m. in the stew with the sauce, yeah. Can't take the dub before the loss, yeah. Been around, but I'm low-key. Hit a last, but I'm Kobe. All I ever do is lane change. I threw the booth to battles in this gang, like I'm here to last. Took a leap of faith. Shorty bag, can I see the safe? All I know is blow it to the face. Let it sing, I feel like Kevin Gates. Fat boy, I always clean the plate. Thinking benching when I'm talking weight. Kobe told me time to elevate. Let's go. Let's go.
I ain't here to stay, I'm here to last. Ain't been too concerned about my past. My program leveled up, they hope I crash. They hate my rap, but they on my damn. Elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate, elevate, run it up, elevate, run it up, elevate,
Okay, we're gonna do that. I can't hear myself with this microphone. Can you guys hear me? I'm trying this wireless mic. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat, and also let me know if you can hear the soundboard. Walking out the door for my work. Oh, word up, Gage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Actually, I could just hurry and check on here really quick. You guys said you can hear me? Sounds worse than before, though. The first mic was better, and there's no soundboard. God damn it. Okay, that's all right. This is what we're going to do. All right. Here we go. And now you should hear the soundboard. Can you guys hear it now? Much better. Okay, for the microphone, you guys can hear the soundboard?
He's on fire! He's
Okay, cool. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, y'all? Run it back episode, Who Gives a Fuck? My name is Gabino Grhymes, and we're going to have a fun one today, y'all. Let's give it up for yourselves, all the members, and all our loyal supporters, all the new subscribers to the YouTube page. Give it up, y'all. Give it up. Give it up. Shout out to those in the chat. Gage, what's up? Mike, of course, what's up? Spades, what's good? It's just us three in the chat right now. Oh, Lil Cat, I see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? I mean, there's more people that are watching, but feel free to join the chat, y'all. Feel free to join the chat. And as you can see at the bottom here, we have the ticker there. The VOD is still available. We're putting it out, at least from the league. Sorry, I think I have like a sinus infection or something going on. I have like some bad pressure going. Yeah, so bear with me on that. Hail Hydra. Damn, dog. Chill. What the fuck? While we're here, y'all, go ahead and make sure to like the video and share it out. We'll wait. Also, it's free. All right. Appreciate y'all on that point. So I can see that that's going on. So let me go over what I wanted to talk about today. It's around the speech that I'm giving today at the Friends of Friends mixer at Cotier or Coterie. Not sure on the pronunciation on it. All good. But yeah, I was approached Jen Ante. I think that's how we say her last name. God damn it. She asked me last week about being a part of it. And I said, yeah, no problem. I'm happy to share a little bit of my story. If it's like about, I just didn't know. That's what I'll say. I'll just start with that. And she was like, well, I'll get you the itinerary and everything and all that. And very excited about it, and the lead up to it. And then yesterday I get the itinerary for it, and I have 15 minutes. Now she said she didn't say that I was going to be one of other speakers. Let me make sure I say that. She had mentioned that I was going to be a speaker, but not like of many speakers. right? So I find out that I have the first 15 minutes that's essentially setting the tone for the event. And I was like, Jesus Christ, because I was like, I'm not gonna like hold a 8-minute Q&A session, you know. And so I didn't realize I was going to be the keynote speaker until yesterday, which is great. I was talking to Pat about this yesterday. My ass, just how I work, like I'll write just fucking super quick and then start to edit. And so I, wrote the speech in a couple hours or so, and I'm very happy with it. And so I'm very grateful to the folks at Friends of Friends for inviting me to be a part of this mixer in this capacity. The point that I'm making is that writing this was very cathartic for me. I didn't realize it was a time for me to. I guess I didn't realize how much I wanted to get more of the story out that wasn't in a podcast format, because I spoke about it on podcasts and I feel like it's all like off the, it's just off the cuff, so there's a lot that gets removed and shit. So I was able to really dial in on what this, how, Mike Masters' early days and how much it's really affected the community. And hindsight's 2020, and I had a moment to realize, some of the impact that we've made, because I don't know, I have people talk about this shit all the time, but I definitively feel like I have this shit is like, I don't know if it's imposter syndrome, but it's like I feel like I just as much as I like performing and all that, like I'm always waiting for the next person to get on stage, because I'm just like, oh, thanks guys, like appreciate you, and that's not like downplaying my skill or anything, or like what I feel about myself. It's just more like I don't particularly like talking about myself super much, which is why, again, this goes back to writing this, how cathartic it was, to be like, damn dog, like, and we'll go into this, but there's just some interesting things that I realized about the early days of Mike Masters and what my true intent was, and we'll talk about it here shortly. So that's what this episode is really surrounded with. And then I want to speak into the playoffs, that experience as a whole. Oh shit, let me take this banner off. Damn dog, what the fuck, eh? I want to talk about the playoffs, what that experience was like as a whole, the lead up to it, from behind the scenes, and how much we really put in for effort on it. Like I don't think that we anticipated how much was going to happen. That's putting it lightly and not giving enough context, I feel like, but that's exactly what it felt like for a lot of us. Like we were like, oh, the playoffs, we'll hold these events and then the championship. And it was just an experience. And we'll talk about that too. So that's what this show is circled around, or excuse me, what the focus is. And we're going to start with the Friends mixer. But before we do any of that, one more time, I want to say thank you guys for joining. And last week, Spades made a comment on Facebook. He's like, oh, bro's always on battle rap timing. Dog, normally the fourth quarter from at my my 9 to 5 is kind of calm, but we've really ratcheted up shit. So that's why I even had I had a meeting at 2:45, so there was nothing I could do to mitigate what 3 o'clock was going to be. But having said that, fuck all that bullshit. Give it up for yourselves one more time before we get into the meat and potatoes of this whole episode. Make sure you grab your fucking forks and knives, because we're about to fucking cook and eat. All right, y'all. As I mentioned, the VOD is still available to purchase now on UtahRapper.com. Hey, Gage, I appreciate you, man. I'm looking forward to it too. Lil Cat, like a TED Talk. I don't know. It's like 14 minutes long. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I speak into a lot of different things. I think that this is a tangent. I think that the TED Talks have gotten kind of fucking light, huh? Damn, remember when TED Talks like first started and how like informative they were and shit? And it just doesn't feel like that's the same thing anymore. It's like anyone's on a fucking TED Talk, which is all good. Be on a TED Talk. Anyway, so it's going to be, I'm just going to be sharing a lot and I'll be talking about it today. So Mike 1 versus Marv Bailey. Let's talk about it. Anyway, okay. So check the link in the comments here. You can still, if you have not already, support your favorite battler and support the league through and support a good fucking time by watching and rerunning back Mountain West Showdown 7. What an incredible event. Members already have seen the first three. Even if you haven't purchased the VOD, you saw the first three battles, and those are fucking great. And then going into the pay-per-view VOD stream, it just gets ratcheted up from there. I mean, so the first three, fuck dog, we started the whole event with fucking Lucky Desperado and Dom Marino. Perfect. Whoops, wrong one. So yeah, no, it's a great opportunity to support. We really appreciate it. Obviously, again, the major focus there is to support your favorite battler so that they can get their incentive, which we allow 4 weeks to allow sales to keep coming in, and then make sure that they get their piece. So appreciate y'all on that front. I can't stress it enough, to be honest with you. I'll say it next week again in the following week, that it's more than just like the purchase piece, right? We take pride in the production value of it, and we take pride in the fact that we put on the battlers put on a fucking great show. So it's really them that makes the event. We just happen to like our team happens to be able to capture the moment in a really pristine way. So shout out. Having said that, shout out to the fucking team.
I got you, homie.
All right. So let's start here. The Friends of Friends mixer tonight. I'm going to show the flyer here. There we go. Excuse me. God damn. Let's just put this here. There we go. I'm going to pull this back. Space. Yeah, we got you. So again, this is tonight. Starting at 6 to 9 p.m. I'll be going on around 6:30, and then I'll be ending around 6:45 roughly, depending on if there's going to be any questions after I speak. But if you would like to go, we posted this in the group, and there were some folks that got tickets. I'm going to post right now. I'm gonna let's see. Book your ticket right now. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Oh, I don't know if I should do that because it is invite only. Look, if you want to go, comment right now, and then DM us, DM the Mike IG Mike Masters, and then we'll get you the link so you can get the ticket. But this is tonight. Super excited about it. It's gonna be cool. All right, give it and for real, like what they do over at like the Friends of Friends, like this is the same folks that support the Salt Lake City showcases, and so just they're doing a lot of cool stuff for the community. I was actually, like I said, I was really blindsided by being asked to be a part of it, but obviously very, very grateful for it. So if you can make it out tonight, that'd be great. OT versus Upstairs. It's a really good fucking, I like that match a lot. Okay, let's remove this here. All right. I'm gonna speak about what the YouTube presence was and reviving a community. So, we launched the page in February of 2012. That's when we released the first battles on Mike Masters' page to Mike Masters' YouTube, excuse me. And that was from Mountain West Showdown 2. And I'll show that. Let's see what that looks like. We'll even play a little bit of a... But look at this, guys. I mean, this is crazy. You got Suspect versus Fatso, Emerson Kennedy and Playboy Short. Big Hal versus Charlie Manson. Big Hal, dog. Jurassic Tactics, Lyrical Mindset. Battle Seed. Man, Battle Seed was dope, dog. Versus Heavenly Soldier. Ramadan versus Negro Damas. Epidemic versus Louis Troop. Shout out to the Bad Apples. And then look at right there. It says halftime show from Dirtbag Dan. He did a set. So anyway, Marv don't interest you. Anyway, I'm just gonna talk my shit for a second. So February of 2012 is when we released first onto the released the first video, onto the YouTube channel. Now, as you guys might obviously, understand, or maybe you don't. That's why we'll talk about the early parts, the early goings of Mike Masters. We were under the wing of Assault and Battling, and that was with Absurd. And we were releasing our battles, which were actually Assault and Battling battles. I mean, we were filming them. So they were our content, but they were getting released on Absurd's channel, as they should have been, because it was just a bigger presence there. We didn't have a presence at all. And when I started the channel, I was like, Jesus Christ, like we're at 0. You should just start at 0 and 0, and that's very, very vulnerable place to be at creatively. And it was type of what is this like? So YouTube at that time, I mean, I feel like I'm like trying to talk to like young kids or some shit, but I'm not. Like, obviously you guys remember that YouTube, like when it first started, shit was blowing up, dog. Like it was, remember you guys, you could only have like, was it 8-minute videos? Shit, like grind time battles, like in 2007 and shit. Like it would be like part 1, part 2. You couldn't have like, a long form video or whatever. By 2012, you could. But the point that I'm making is that in following the blueprint of other battle rap leagues, starting a YouTube was very daunting because, what if we didn't fucking get anyone to even watch, I got over that pretty quick because the first battle that we released for Mike Masters technically was on my Mr. Benny Records YouTube, and that was Dumb Luck and Pat Main versus Sig and Lefty. And that battle got to like 4,000 views like in like 2 months or some shit. It was less than that. It was quick. And so I was like, well, shit. I don't want to take this down to lose the view count or what have you of it. So we'll leave that up, but we're going to need to start our own channel. And I'll tell you what, y'all, as I was going through the numbers, it was pretty, it was just really amazing, because the early days are tough. You know what I'm saying? Like I was mentioned, like you're pushing and fucking hoping someone, tunes in. And then we just kept throwing event after event, and by the last event that we filmed in December of 2014, through the analytics, we'd accumulated total 163,000 views, and some change, and about a little over 700 subscribers. which dog, like that was such an accomplishment. I remember looking at that shit and being like, that's crazy. We have 700 subscribers, you know, like it was super, super dope.
Bang, bang, bang.
And to speak into further the YouTube presence and how much folks really value YouTube. I'm folks, by the way. I appreciate the shit out of YouTube. I watch YouTube more than I fucking watch Hulu and shit, you know? Which is, you know, another thing. Like, why don't I need to fucking cancel some of these subscriptions? So after 2014, as you guys know, we went dormant, and the YouTube channel stayed. I would log in all the time. I mean, I just logged in under Mike Masters all the time because that was like my YouTube account. Like I just would log in. That's what I would search with. I would, you know, watch videos on, and didn't ever post anything like at all. It was just to watch videos. And in 6 years, so from 2014 to 2021, when we came back, just to give you guys context, almost 7 years. It was, to be specific, it was 6 years and 302 days. Okay. That there was no new content released. None. Zero. In 6 years, the channel still managed to grow. In that time frame, it accumulated about 200,000 views. Okay. And added 572 subscribers in that time. So 100 a year, a little under 100 a year. I didn't do shit. Nothing. And the reason why that was important, as far as like looking at that back in 2021, when Mike Masters, when we threw the warm up, before that all happened, I started looking at the numbers. I was like, man, is it even worth it? This is just part of the process of me making the final decision of throwing the warm up. And I was like, damn, like I almost closed the door on a cornerstone of the community, and that gave me some sort of feeling of responsibility, I suppose, to at least give it a shot, I guess is the best way to put it. Sans any sort of emotional workload or financial workload. Damn, I fucking feel. I wanted to give the community an opportunity to see it again. That's the best way to put it. Especially with that organic growth off nothing. I was like, damn, dog, like people still fucking want to see something, you know, something. And I know that they wanted to fucking see something because I was getting asked all the fucking time when's Mike Masters coming back. All the time. All the time. Never. Dog. No, I don't think I ever said never. I just would, you know, oh, I don't know, you know, I'm thinking about throwing an event, or I just would dodge it, you know, dodge a question. And it started to become a thing for me to get asked that question. And I was progressively getting annoyed by like year 3 after, like by 2017, I was just like, I don't know, like you guys fucking throw something, you know? Obviously there was a ton going on in 2014 too, with the integration, or not integration, but the presence of AHAT. And so I was like, well, you know, at least that's going to be taken care of. So let me go handle my shit because I have a lot going on, you know? And they got it. So I felt like AHAT told me,
I got you, homie.
I was like, all right, cool. I'll call you back, Kim. And I bring all that up because the reviving of the community was just one piece of the puzzle. All right, cool. So we come back October 2021 with the warm up. Let me go over these numbers for y'all. Okay. Okay, so by the time we restarted, excuse me, we were at about 360,000 views total accumulated, and about 1,300 subscribers total. Which, I mean, that's, man. I'm telling you guys, I'm not joking about this. In October, I was like, fuck, if we can just get to 2,000 subscribers, what I mean, because you got to have those goals, like what's the next thing? I mean, honestly, even this year, we were hoping to be by end of year at 10,000 subscribers. We're going to be at 7,500, which isn't bad. I mean, it's off the goal, but end of year next year, definitely, I know that we'll be at 10,000 subscribers. Anyway, so when we came back, I was super impressed the fact that we had 1,300. I was just elated about it. Okay, so let's go over the numbers since then, because it's been amazing, y'all. Amazing, the growth.
Hey, yo.
Okay. Since October 8th of 2021, I just, again, went in the YouTube channel dashboard to yesterday. We've gained over 931,000 views. And this is just through that time frame, okay? And more than 5,900 subscribers. I dove deeper into calculating the percentage, and that's about over 250% growth, which is, I mean,
Shit like that.
Bang, bang.
so today our channel stands at 1.2 million views accumulated and 7,200 subscribers. Not bad, y'all. Not bad. Gage, I agree with you. Not bad. So the reason why I bring up like the YouTube presence and then how that translates into reviving the community is because the community wanted things revived because of how our YouTube presence was. And that was just like really eye-opening for me, especially for how much time and effort that we put in over the last 3 years. I don't spend enough time looking at shit like that. And as a salesperson, thank you, Lil Cat, appreciate you. You look at those numbers fucking every week about like how many people are hitting your site, or on a marketing tip, like how many folks are opening emails or clicking links within the emails that you're sending out. So like these are analytics and KPIs that you're looking up all the time. And so it made me stop when I was writing this yesterday and be like, 2025 is going to be fucking fun, especially with what I'm going to continue to apply from what I've learned in sales to Mic Masters. Don't get it twisted. You don't get that type of fucking, see that type of progress without understanding some sort of, just understanding like what it takes to garner visibility. So I want to say, before we move into the next piece here about the playoffs, I just want to say thank you to the entire community. You guys are the best, man, for real. You guys are really the best. None of this happens without anybody being excited about it, and in 2025, we have a very strong focus on marketing, which is another thing. We've done this pretty much organically. We've done sponsored ads, you guys have seen, but dog, I'm telling you, it's like fucking $30, $40. It's not like, it's not what it should be. That's what I'll say. To like really be, making sure that like a post is in front of fucking 5 to 75 to 10,000 people type of shit. And so next year, the goal is visibility, because we we have been able to and been blessed with raving fans and loyal supporters who really believe in us and trust in what we are doing. And I can't even tell you guys enough how fucking I talk to Jer about this all the time. Him and I talk with Jose about this. Fucking Scott. You know, we have conversations about like how much of a family like it feels right now, and it's different like with expansion in this particular case because like in a traditional business setting, you're like, oh shit, well we're gonna go from a small business to like, you know, now we have 8 salespeople and we only had 1. You know. That's not the case. Those that have been here from the jump, you know, there's people that like, man, I've been supporting since fucking day 1. Hey, you don't fucking know. You know, there's that seniority almost that you have society like in a societal setting. So that's the goal for next year. And again, I can't stress it enough how much we really appreciate the community and how much this writing this made me realize how much has really been cultivated. We've managed to bring back a lot of day 1 supporters, new supporters, and people that didn't even fuck with battle rap, you know, and we're still growing. So yeah, just one more time, man. I appreciate y'all. All right. Thanks, Gage. Appreciate you, bro. Let me go into these comments really quick before we go into the next one because I don't want to fucking dismiss these. All right, let's see. Marv Bailey is right. God damn it. Thank you, Gage. Appreciate you, bro. Marv don't interest you. No, shut up, Mike. Marv fucking interests you, dog. Don't fucking do that. Eh? Upstairs doesn't have anyone who matters enough for me to rap. Whoa! Shut up, bro. Mike's the best, dog. 801 Reese deserves one of the best. Okay, now I'm not gonna entertain that. And not for oh shit. Hold on one second. I gotta I'm gonna put this. Hold on one second. Oh, just bear with me. Oh, fuck. Sorry about that. Apologize. The camera died. I didn't have the dummy battery on it. All right, okay. So Marv upstairs. You know, OT versus upstairs. I actually really like that. I'm not even joking about that. That sounds fucking dope. You know, the Team Jaren, Team Gabino thing. There's other leagues that have done this, obviously, but I think it. You know, I think that's something we should fucking do. And who did Go said 10 battles? Bro, we're not doing 10 battles. Not with that. Honestly, like 7, you know? Spades versus Mike Phenom. So what do you feel about that, Spades? Shit. That's not a bad battle. Okay, 801 Reese versus Geechee. And I'm not going to do that. All right. Okay, let's go back here. The playoffs, what an experience. So the lead, so I had when I was thinking about this yesterday, as I was like downloading what the playoffs meant and the impact, I was reminded of Lil Cat, yo, for real. What's up, Lucky Desperado? How you doing, sir? Mike Phenom had better be prepared. Come on, man, don't do that to that guy. He's a Northwest, you know, you know, he's a pillar up there, man. Don't do that to that guy. We all have bad days. All good.
He's on fire.
Anyway, so the playoffs. Yeah, I was thinking about it yesterday. I was just like thinking about the lead up. So like last year, it all started with like the scorecard, and this was a lot of the behind the scenes work. Oh, I'm just fucking with you, little cat. Dog, Mike, chill. I'm not gonna look at these for a second. I get caught up in like looking at the comments and wanting to fucking comment on every single one. Anyway, so Pat and I wanted to make sure to do our due diligence on putting the scorecard together. You guys remember shit last year when we were doing run it backs and we were just tweaking with the scorecard, like live on air. And that was like the first part of it, to even be able to have some sort of legitimacy to each battle, because we had to avoid the whole, hey, let me get 5 judges, and because obviously we've done that, and it's just is always so tacky. I think even in a pinch, I even fucking get mad at myself a little bit about shit like that, like just folks that give like 1-word answers. And anyway, so we wanted to bring legitimacy to the judging. And then furthermore, how do we incorporate it so that there's like full analyzation? And that's how we came up with the 2 on-site, 3 off-site judges, which I'd love to hear from y'all, because we loved it. I mean, I think that is a very efficient, as efficient as possible, because these aren't boxing matches. And even in boxing, I'll be fucking upfront with you. Shit, I wouldn't be mad at like it, that same format in a boxing fucking match. Like we won't be calling the winner for another few days after we watch this shit, because you could have got a fast one over on us being in the corner and fucking, like you could have hit a jab that might have been, yeah. Yeah, you guys will get what I'm saying. The point is, we wanted to make sure to have like in-depth analysis. So that was something that like was very important to us. That was like the first piece of the puzzle. Second piece of the puzzle was, well, the playoffs are going to be disruptive to what we did in 2022 with like spring training right behind me. And just other events, like because it requires the round of 12, quarters, semis, and then the final. So that's 4 events just on its own. Offsite might catch more than the onsite judges. Yeah, right. Scorecard and system, once explained, made perfect sense. Yep, appreciate it. And honestly, there hasn't been a lot of which we're very open to, because 2025, obviously we're restarting. So let me get back to this. Hold on. Sorry. Got off track. So there was the logistics of incorporating 4 events into the year, and how they were going to be spaced out. And then we wanted to make sure that, that it wasn't something that like is just placed on a platter, as it were, where you have like just like all this time, except for the championship, of course, which we may change next year. But the gauntlet. So it was like, you got 30 days, bro. Shit, if it was up to me, you got 21. You got 3 weeks. But throwing a fucking event every 3 weeks is wild. So that was difficult. I'll be honest with you. Like behind the scenes, for real. Like we were just like, God damn, like we want to throw 48 in the lake this year, because that was a 2-day event that Jer, had perfect vision for. And then we're like, okay, well, what are we going to do after that? Which leads into the experience of it and how much our team really rallied around each other, as far as being like, hey, we're going to be able to make it happen. And that is why I'm talking about this, is because I incorporate having a team like within this speech. Like none of this shit would happen without this team, man. None of it, dog. Like yeah, this, you know, obviously this is, you know, my fucking platform. I'm a talking head or whatever, but, shit, man, I fucking love all them guys. They do so fucking much, man. And it makes me realize, like, and appreciate, what a lot of the tasks that I was doing, you know, by myself, at one point. And man, the stress levels were crazy. And I don't really have that at all anymore. You know, it's wild. Jared's been able to do an incredible job on, event management. And so is Scott. Chris on the soundboards. Like, I don't even have to worry. You know, it's insane. Jose, I mean, it's just insane. I could go down. Jose does an incredible amount. You guys know that. And I'm just very proud of the team. So that's why I say, like, as far as this experience was concerned, it went from the scorecard, the logistics of the events. How are we gonna pick the fucking battlers? Because I had to fucking make sure, you know, we're reaching out to everyone. Well, not everyone, but you know, folks were turning it down, and that was discouraging a little bit. You know, like, okay, well, you got a performance, like a show. Okay. Well, I got faith in you can get past for the first round. I don't know if that is that all enticing to you, you know? I mean, this was like multiple responses from multiple people. It's not just, you know, there's a lot. So there was that. And then it got fun with like picking the matches. I love that format. I think it's great for the round of 12. I think that's fucking fun. I think that's, you know, the randomizer, it just creates a lot of tension. The show alone, you know, because we, you know, creating that show, that's going to be a show. That's going to be a yearly show. Like, oh shit, the round of 12 show, you know, the picks. That was fun. That was way fun. So fun. Learning experiences that I had. Shut up, Mike. Learning experiences that I had personally was, and it even, you know, came to be, it's even still, is communicating effectively, which I think I did an okay job, but like, obviously the human beings, we don't run at 100% efficiency. So, but communicating effectively, time limits, and making sure that that's understood. And I promise that I will be even 5% better, because I thought I was doing pretty goddamn good for the explanation piece. But that's a learning piece for me for sure. But still, I don't think that, like, you know, there was that really hindered outcomes per se. You know, I think people were still able to cook. It was exciting. This is another. This isn't a learning experience. This was just like, man, I can't wait for next year. Like, how fun it is. Like, because of the randomizer, that first round is just so fun, man. Because it's like, like Jay Villain and Mike Bailey. Jay Villain got the, you know, he respectfully had one of the more tough first rounds, you know, and Mike too, you know, like going against Jay wasn't, he'd say that, you know, he wasn't, you know, fucking walking the park. You got to prepare for Jay. So again, I mean, just the excitement level on that. Atheist and Easton Clark, like Easton was just the excitement level of guys, you know, you're going into the playoffs, and, you know, it's the first round, you know, you're like, fuck, hey, that fucking shit is mine, homie. And that was super fun. That was way fun. And then fast forward to, again, this was all on the fly. Let me say that too. So fast forward to the semifinals, and collectively as a group, we were like, fuck that, bro. If you want to get to the championship, it's got to be small room. And that's, you know what, that's going to be the thing. You're going to need to spit. You're going to need to, you know, and I'm glad we did that. That was exciting. Way exciting. Those 2 matches were fucking insane. Incredible. And then, of course, for the championship, which I will say on air now, I don't believe we're going to make it a yearly thing to have the championship at Mountain West Showdown. I just think that, you know, the first time we ran it, it was its own. Shut up, Lucky. You're right, though. That's my fault. Is insanely egregious, eh? Yeah, when we first ran it, like we had Mountain West Showdown that year, and then the playoffs ended it in December. So we're logistically speaking, you know, we're gonna corroborate the schedule, so that I think that we'll be crowning you know, giving or having the championship in December. I think that makes sense to close out the year with that event. With an undercard, of course, some performances and all that shit. But I think that makes more sense, because like even if guys that are the 2 guys that are in the championship, if they want to battle in Mountain West Showdown 7 to be a part of, or 8, and be a part of that experience, because Mountain West Showdown is its own experience. I think that's the move, personally. And so that we don't have to worry about what we're doing in December to close out the year. We just know that the championship is in December, which would mean we would be starting the playoffs in like round of 12 July, quarters August, semis September, October, November, December. 3 months. If we're going to follow the same format, or we push it up 3 months to July. So we start in September. No, see, you can't do that, because then, yeah, we have to keep October out. Like October cannot be part of the playoffs, you know? So I was, as a team, we were very excited for every single event for the playoffs. It was a learning experience this past year. What an experience. And I'm so proud of every single battler that entered and was able to, oh, God damn it. Hey, yep. Jesus, God. I didn't even fucking, you know? I'm proud of every single, competitor, battler. For real, because it's, it leveled I don't want to say it like that. You could just see, you know, percentage increases in content. That's what I'll say. It's just super fun to watch, super fun to see. And I know that the playoffs made for all of our roster even more confident to, you know, get out on the road. It's already been proven. So, man, we're making killers out here, motherfuckers. I mean, it's going to take some time, but we still are. I feel like I'm eavesdropping on a senior management meeting. Yeah, man. You know, I want to make sure to, you know, give you guys some of that. So just have the championship December. Both guys get to still battle on Mountain West Showdown. Right. No. I know. But Lucky, what I'm saying is that we can't start in May. They can't have 5 months. No, fuck that. They like that. That's why I said, like, if we started in July, August, September, that's 30, 30, 30. So that's the gauntlet. Shit, that's almost, that should just even be called that, the gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking get through that. And then October's open. And if whoever's in the championship so chooses to take a battle in Mountain West Showdown 8 or whatever year, you know, we should battle every other day. Yeah, we couldn't start in May again. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. You can do the same format. Why not? Why not they the finalists? It's not unfair. Huh? That's all right. Keep going. You know, put another comment in there. Anyway, so from our team to all the supporters, everyone that was a part of it. Next year, again, logistically speaking, we're gonna have a fun first 2 quarters, and then we're gonna, then it's playoff season, which is tight to say that it's playoff season. Woo!
Bang.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
All right. Okay, so I gotta end this pretty quick here. All right, brief history into early Mike Masters Alliance. So I'm going to speak about something is really wrong with Mike. Have to do my laundry. I'll text you. All good, man. God damn, dog. Got sore throat and shit. It's fucking wild over here. Okay, brief history into early Mike Masters. So I spoke about this about podcasts, but I'm going to talk about it here. And I know I'll speak into it again, in the future. But for those that are tuning in right now, let's just talk about it. So I started rapping in 2006 and formed a crew in 2008, Mr. Benny Records. Started off as a duo between my friend and I, Rebel Concept. He went by Demon at the time, spelled it mad hip hoppy, which was, whatever. But we were I was fucking 22. Man, it was so dope. Fuck, that was such a cool age. So much energy, dog. And then we went from just us 2. We grew to 6 members by 2011. And I just dropped a mixtape in 2000, like at the tail end of 2010. And had been very in tune to the acapella format pretty well since like 2006 of battling. My background really is freestyle battle rap. Battled on U92 several times. I mean, Dumb Luck and I have battled 3 times, like on freestyle, on the radio. One of the biggest battles at the time, man. I mean, there's flyers and shit about it. Like, it was a huge battle between him and I, like 2009 or 2008, something like that. At the old hotel. What was it fucking called? It doesn't matter. Anyway, so like, yeah, that's my background a little bit. Like I when I first started rapping, I didn't feel like there was, I felt like because you had to freestyle like that. Like I didn't feel as if I could claim that I rapped if I didn't freestyle. It always had to be like, if someone asked me like, hey, can you freestyle? I'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I can fucking freestyle, Like, so much so, bro, like when I left the Air Force, that's when I just barely started rapping. And I'm getting all stretched out. When I left the Air Force, I had essentially a 22-hour drive from Little Rock, Arkansas to Salt Lake. And I didn't stop. I mean, I didn't stop at all. I mean, for gas and shit. And I took a nap in like Cortez, Colorado. But the whole time I had like 4 CDs of instrumentals that I download. I swear to God, I downloaded them from like LimeWire or something. Statute of limitations, all good. Who cares? And all I did was freestyle the whole time because I knew that I was going to be. I just felt it, like that. I was already sending songs or like snippets of verses through voicemail. Saying, oh man, I'm making music, which is so left field. But all my homies, they fucking, there a lot of my homies rapped, beatbox shit. It was all a thing in high school. Like, I wanted to rap so bad in high school, bro. So bad. I made sure to stay within the cipher. So I made sure to be, I would beatbox every single fucking party. We partied every single fucking weekend in high school. and we'd always have ciphers. And dog, I can't even make this shit up. A majority of those parties, like before I'd leave, like I'd try to freestyle in the mirror, and I'd be like, not tonight. We're just going to beatbox because I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so let's that's my background is just like I appreciate freestyling a lot, and I felt like that's pretty essential. And so acapella, that format was just the natural next step. And I mean, after putting out that mixtape, I don't know. I just needed something else. I had made a ton of music up to that point, just a bunch of singles and shit. And then of course that project, I was like, man, I want something to test my skills, you know? And so I hit up Matt Ills from Grind Time at the time and emailed him. And to my surprise, he hit me back. I mean, guys, at this time, you know, like Grind Time was they just fucking were the top. You know, I didn't expect to get hit back at all. I had 0 battles under my belt for acapella setting. Hit me back and he was like, hey, I have a West Coast representative or division with assault and battling. His name's Absurd. I'm gonna make sure that you guys get information exchanged and all that. So I was like, cool. I mean, dog, I was so excited, bro. So excited. Fucking told all my people in my group and my fucking everyone, dog. Shit, I was just like, dog, I might, you know, this is the start, you know. And this is all for me. This was all for me. And so I spoke with Absurd, and shout out to you, Robert. Great guy. He on our first phone call, after exchanging salutations, he was like, well, is there anybody else out there in Salt Lake City? And dog, I was just like, I don't give a fuck if there is, dog. I'll go out to California, bro. I ain't looking out for these fools, dog. Shit, I'm fucking 24. I'm looking out for me, homie. Shit, I hit you up because of me. So, you know, when do I battle? I mean, I didn't say all that, but I was thinking that, you know, like, I don't know, man. You know, I was like, I definitely remember being like, I absolutely have some talented friends and peers, but you know, when's the next battle in California? I remember saying that. And he was like, well, what do you think about throwing an event in Salt Lake first? And I was like, what? Like, fuck you, dude. I don't want to fucking this for real. This is how I fucking felt. Fuck off. I don't want to throw an event out here, man. I'm a performer. I'm not looking. It wasn't like throwing shows that was the problem. I was throwing shows. I knew I had very strong contacts with venues and booked artists. That wasn't the point. The point was like, I wanted this solo journey, you know? And so he presented me with that. And as much as in my head, in my mind, I was like pushing back. I was just like, okay, well, again, I was like, well, what about when's the next battle in California? Because I want to start there. He's like, well, let's, because it'd be cool if we expanded, what if we expanded A and B out to Salt Lake, to Utah? And naturally, because of that leadership experience I had through Mr. Benny Records, I was like, damn, you just actually spoke to my strengths right there. If you would have said that from the jump, I'd have been like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, let's build a team. Instead, I pushed my ego out of the way. And so when he said that, I was like, cool. Let me work on it. Let me work on it. And then man, how exciting was that? Dumb Luck battled Chaotic, and that was like a whole thing because Dumb Luck was like the new guard and Chaotic was the old guard. Pat battled Eli. There's the flyers on Facebook, but the point that I'm making is that this journey for Mike Masters, man, we started as we just started as a division for assault and battling, you know?
Bang.
And then it quickly turned into a passion after the first fucking event. Like, I didn't expect it to, I didn't anticipate it to. I did not know at the time, because I knew how to put, like I said, I knew how to build a vision and how to put the work in to make it a real thing, you know? But I didn't know it at the time, but I was becoming, we were seeing the evolution of the Mountain West's premier battle rap league at its inception. And from there, through all the emotional roller coasters, egos, I think I was telling Mike Bailey this, essentially managing, I don't know, 50 people to some degree. Not entirely, obviously, but there's that element. What a ride, bro. What a fucking ride. From going from, I just want to battle in this acapella format, like just me, and subconsciously being like, I'm breaking ground as the first Utah artist to do that, to further breaking foundations to bring the acapella format here to Salt Lake City. Talk your shit, Nate. Talk your shit. So yeah, that's just a brief history about it. I'm happy to go into it further. And I'm just very proud. I'm very proud of everything that's been built and how this has turned into the behemoth that, you know, it's not even a behemoth, just what it is today. Because we're still growing. I didn't recognize it. I've known Jer forever. He was on the champion. I've known Jer and Joe, you know, I've known them for a long time. We've got a couple tracks together. Man, that evolution of him becoming a business partner and also one of my best friends, I didn't see that. You know, just a really crazy process, man. Just a really crazy process. So tonight at the Friends of Friends, I'll be speaking and diving into a lot of those topics. And I wanted to share that with you all here before I do that later today. So that's episode Who Gives a Fuck of Run It Back. My name is Gabino Grhymes. Make sure to share this out before we end this live right now. Hurry and click like. Please do that. Click like. Do a quick share. And if this is the type of man, shout out to Hoodie Jared, bro. Fuck. If this is the type of content that you guys appreciate too, just like story time, I'm all for it because I got a ton. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you a ton. It's Mike Masters over everything. Bars, let's go. And we're out, man.